Oh. Hello, and welcome to Duos in Destiny, where two samurai are ready to face off in a one-on-one battle that is actually a one-on-one Dungeons & Dragons podcast
Samurai!
flavored by Spelljammer. I am your Dungeon Master, Logan, and I'd like to give a very special shout-out to Sensei Jason Wardell of In the Vast Forest on Spotify and Bandcamp. You can hear his sweet, sweet samurai music in the background right now.
Oh, yes, it's quite beautiful.
Do you feel like a samurai? Because I sure do. And if you don't feel like a samurai, you could draw yourself as a samurai by asking Roll for Sketching on Instagram. She does all of our custom character artwork, and I'm sure you could just send her a picture of your face and say, "Put me on a samurai body," and she'd do it for you. But you can also ask her to do custom character commissions, any kind of artwork, truthfully.
I think she's rolling into just samurai art.
Yes, this is true. As
Just sent out a
of
notification
a
for it.
minute ago, she just texted in right now, actually.
To the show, yeah. She's
Yep, live chats from Roll for Sketching.
changing
saying,
her lifestyle. Samurai art only.
Yeah, the apartment's getting redecorated.
Yeah.
Everything is samurai. She is Tom Cruise, the last samurai.
I was going to say, she only plays the Last Samurai now in her apartment.
It's a good movie.
Which is phenomenal. Tom Cruise is the GOAT for a reason.
Him and his middle tooth.
Yeah.
Anyways, I digress.
That's funny.
Check her out on at Roll for Sketching on Instagram for custom character artwork. She does all of ours, anything from the logos, the avatars, the character work that you'll see on our mid-roll, anything and everything in between. She does it. She's great and easy to work with. So reach out to her, show her your love from us here at Duos in Destiny. Without further ado, over to you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode number 60
Ooh,
of Commander's Log.
Bam!
It feels like it was just like no time ago that we were celebrating episode number 50, so it feels weird to jump a whole 10 episodes already.
Yeah.
But thank you for tuning in to episode number 60. Episode number 60 of Commander's Log. I am
Commander's
Brandon.
Log.
I am Brandon, your player here on Duos in Destiny. Moreover, this podcast where we play this awesome Spelljammer campaign that Logan's brain has put together. So we appreciate you joining us. If it's your first time and somehow you've landed on episode number 60, go ahead and subscribe so that way you can, find us again so you can start at episode 1. Hit the like button if you're here. We appreciate it. Jump in the comments. Let us know your favorite moment so far. What would you have done different than Karson's done in this fight? As this fight has been a hairy one, and we've been doing it for a couple of sessions, and it's been intense. But while you're down there in our description, you'll see all of our socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. If you feel so inclined, and you've probably watched our podcast for this long, maybe you're interested in supporting us on Patreon, where we put a lot of cool information up over there, and kind of just help keep the lights on. That'd be awesome. Other than that, I guess we'll give one more special shout out to Bova Books by Turtle Tabs. We appreciate your continued support on the show. We'll have another giveaway coming up shortly, so be on the lookout for that. But really, that just breaks us into last time on Commander's Log.
Commander's Log.
The fight just really intensified. Moreover, we went from like really one building being on fire to 3 of them pretty much being engulfed. Getting some good civilian counts out onto our skitter that we had stolen previously. The scorpion ships going off. King, Slay, you know what I'm saying?
Stop.
Hit the young crowd. As they definitely crushed a lot of the runners, only 2 of them actually remain at this moment. Now the skitters are still strong and true. I think we've really only put damage and hurt on like 1 of them, if you can even say that. Maybe 2, I guess, looking at it. But Karson is no longer on one of the wasp ships. He jumped off with Pizor and a Blade of Glory as they Titanicked off and caught with the wings and swooped in to one of the center terminals within the skitters where the doors come up and the turrets out. They went in to go shut that thing down and hopefully might just take over that skitter to try to start turning some tides here. 2 of our Scorpion ships were heading to the 3 skitters that have been sitting there the whole time. Fingers crossed that we can just steal those and go for a joyride. And then one of the skitters is back here, unbeknownst to Karson, but Brandon knows that Seamus is inside this building. And I know there's I have some other soldiers maybe rescuing some people. Scorpion ship hopefully waiting to get them out of here. It's hot, it's heavy, it's stinky, and it's sweaty. There's a lot going on. One of the most intensified battles we've had here in this campaign for sure. There's a lot of moving parts. So hopefully you guys can see everything. And I really want to just say back to you.
Yes, it is back to me. And there's no reason to beat around the bush. We're just going to jump right into the combat here. So we left off at the end of the round.
Shout out to you, honey.
We left off at the end of the combat round, so we're picking up at the top of the round, which does mean the fire continues to spread.
No.
This building
came and put it on.
continues to burn. This building
Oh, that's right.
is starting to expand, and this building is in dire trouble because this entire section is now burning. And their way out is borderline on fire.
Okay.
So, top of the round is straight to that. That leaves us into the Wasp ships. What was the intentions with the Wasp ships as you had left them? Thinking.
Yeah. Okay, Wasp ship number 2. Can you remind me on movement? I know 15 feet per square.
Yes, they have 50 movement, so they have basically 3 squares.
And then we would go 6 squares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go down a couple.
Yep.
So they're coming in to swoop down here to help pick up anybody else that's necessary.
Good move.
Wasp 1 will stay in relative vicinity, safe vicinity, back from the corner, hopefully not taking damage, but safe vicinity, kind of like, I'm assuming they can kind of see down a little bit at the right vantage to kind of just keep an eye knowing where Karson and Pizor went into Skitter, just in case they need a quick evac.
Okay, perfect.
I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah, I like that. Ending the Wasps initiative goes on to the runners. There's really only 2 left right there. You can hear the roar of their engines circling behind you. The one that's right in front of you, if you wouldn't mind moving that, basically making a U-turn in front of Skitter number 8.
He goes back?
Yeah, he goes the other way though, but yeah, that way.
Oh, like he shoots through?
Yes.
Okay.
So you hear him roar right behind the Skitter that you just landed on.
How many?
And then starts to go back that way. They had 100 feet of movement, so that would be
7.
Yes. Sweet. And then the other runner is just going to go join up right next to it.
Drop my cookie.
And it's probably going to cut off the other Skitters and start heading off that way, however many movements it can get.
Yeah. That's 7. Is that the direction you want? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then coming to Carson's turn, which means we're in your initiative right here. We previously decided that it's a heck of a lot easier instead of rolling initiatives and trying to fit them somewhere in. We'll just do a Karson initiative with this combat. You had gotten the drop on them, so we'll give you the first action on this round of combat. You'd previously just taken out one of the gunners.
Yep, I think there's no reason not to just continue that threat. Yeah, okay. I did do my Blood Maledict right at the end. Not Blood Maledict, Crimson Right. Remember, I took a full 8 points of damage.
You did,
that.
yeah. I do remember.
I remember that well.
I recall you had done some damage to yourself.
Yeah. Okay. I'll move forward up to this guy.
Yep.
And first strike.
Fairly heavy armored. They're wielding guns at you and firing away. Attack.
I move forward. Ormore Beer slides out. The Skitter's kind of jolted up on those other 2 as I kind of like slide back, use the force, bring them all at the front of his knee.
Oh, God, that hurts me.
That's a 19. 19.
Absolutely hits.
Nice. Okay. 2d6. D8. My wings are still out. That's right.
They are.
I have a wing count.
You have a wing count.
Which is important. 1 on my Crimson Ride die on the D8. So it's going to be very nice damage. 12 plus 5 is 17 plus 8 is 25 points of damage on the first attack.
Yeah, goodness, that is good damage.
Yeah, I get that extra 4 with my wings being out in the first round.
For sure.
And then, so that's the front of the knee. And then I'm going to just take so I slam it, and I'm just taking my right fist.
Nice.
If I can just flavor it this way, if it still counts more beer, but like, I can change how I say it if you would prefer.
No, I like
just
it,
for the flavor of like hitting and then like going in with a punch as he's like kind of like least expect it.
For sure. Yeah, that's totally
That's
fine.
only 15.
15 is going to miss.
Yeah.
So take that, nerd.
Yeah.
That's what you get for trying to flavor your fist as Orin Mirabor.
Fair enough. Respect it. I respect it. Bonus action. I don't really have much opportunity at the moment for that.
I'm going to join you in Cookie Town.
It is.
Thanks, honey.
Very good. Does it look like I did a lot of damage on that hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not only
Just
do you
judging.
you crack his knees and fold him downwards, he's basically on the ground, hands. He drops his weapon and it's kind of sitting down in front of you. I'm gonna basically just bounce between your initiative, like you and Pizor, and them. So it'll just be
vice versa.
You, yeah, exactly. Bing bong, bing bong. So, it's perfect that he's right here. So as you crank into his knees, he falls to the ground, and as he falls onto his shotgun, he pulls it up and just takes a shot at you. Oh, goodness gracious, that is horrible. 15 to hit.
Misses me.
Okay, excellent. I can't remember. Let me look at my handy dandy
notebook
here. I'm sorry. I pre-opened it to what I need it to.
I was gonna say it feels like he really set this up.
Ooh, okay, excellent. It does.
Let me look at this.
Well,
information perfectly turned to the right page.
I needed the firearms tab, and so I just opened it to the firearms tab. So he shoots it immediately at you, and it kind of goes off to the side. So then he drops down prone, basically on his shoulder, cocks it back, and unleashes another shot
These are
at
pump
you.
action?
They're pump action, baby, and that's even worse. So in the midst of it, you just basically kick the shotgun up a little bit.
I grab it and I go, dry up, you great prune.
What?
I'm trying to think of what Hagrid said in Sorcerer's Stone. Dry up, Dursley, when you great prune, and he like cranks the shotgun as Vernon's holding the shotgun.
Man, I do not remember that in the slightest. I mean, I know the scene.
It's when they're in the island.
I know the scene. I don't remember him saying that to him. That is so funny.
Yeah,
is it in the books or is it in the movie or both?
I believe it's in both. I should know. I've read the book several times, but I'm almost positive it's in both.
Dang, that is so funny. I was like, where are you calling him a prune for?
I'm really disappointed.
I'm sorry.
That I didn't even get that reference. Makes me very sad.
Listen, you're talking to the wrong guy. Star Wars, not Harry Potter. I mean, I like both, but...
If I had tattoos on my arm, it would be Harry Potter, so...
It's not too late. Okay, so yeah, you basically manhandle the gun. We'll reflavor your punch that you'd missed as basically like, as he goes to shoot you on the second shot, you're able to grab the barrel and shove it out of the way, and he shoots up into the top of the skidder. Truthfully, it's probably a pretty dangerous situation to be firing firearms in a metal dome because it's just bing, 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 with birdshot everywhere, essentially. So super cool, but we'll just roll right past that one. No need for repercussions for our actions. But that is going to take us over to Pizor because that is his full attack. And he's prone. He's not dead, but he will be laying down.
Okay.
Pizor is going to come in. That was so weird. I probably should unplug this. I think we're both right on my assumption that... Oh, I had it jammed up against the trim here, and so like it was pushing the power button. So if I touched it just barely, it would think I was trying to turn it off.
Oh.
I couldn't figure it out because like I touched the screen and it turned off, and then I like tried to wake it up and it just flickered on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. I was like, what is going on? I thought I was about to have to check this thing in the trash, and that would have not been fun. Pizor's going to go in with a classic water whip, and I almost used the wrong dice for Pizor. Ooh, golly, man, I'm rolling like trash. That's a 15 to hit, which is going to miss. So as he goes to whip him, he misses the guy that just fell prone. Are you looking pretty okay?
Yeah, I am. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we really haven't had an opportunity to take too much damage yet, so...
This is very true. What he's going to do instead is he's going to cast the bonus action of Shield of Faith on you. So he's concentrating. I need to remove my cookie from my rings. You get a +2 to your AC for the duration. The duration is 10 minutes while concentrating. Gross. So that's pretty sick.
Yes, it is.
Boom. Oh, I missed. That's embarrassing. There you go, Pizor. Okay. Concentrating on the Shield of Faith spell for you, giving you a little bonus. Taking us over to the other guy. He has an automatic rifle, which is the handy-dandy books, turtle tabs, firearms.
Say automatic?
Yeah, I mean, you would know they're automatic on these rifles.
That's crazy.
Yeah. They are very mechanically advanced.
Okay.
And again, that is in very stark contrast to the weapons that you guys had from Torvengard, which is much more akin to like Revolutionary era, like muskets and like muzzle loaded. Yeah. And then these are like heavily advanced firearms.
Yeah.
So he pulls out the automatic rifle, levels it at you, and they're actually going to do... I should have left this out. They're going to do what they do, which is a burst fire. And I just have to find the right place. Oh, man. I might have to abandon this if I can't find it in a few moments.
Kicks over to the grenade launcher and he just...
Oh, burst fire. 10-foot cube within the normal range. DC 15 dexterity saving throw from you.
10-foot cube?
Yeah.
On regular ammunition?
Yes.
This is crazy.
It's literally just like brrr, a spray and pray kind of...
I guess. Not good at all. I think it'll be around a 10 dexterity saving throw. 11.
Okay, that is a failure. So
but I'll take half advantage with my ring of evasion, was my reaction.
Ooh, okay. Very nice.
Very nice. If I need it, I guess I'll see.
13 plus... Let me get over to...
Boy, just spraying and praying in here.
Oh, absolutely he is. 13 plus 4. 17 points of damage on that shot. So he basically...
I'm going to take it.
Whenever
I have no reason not to. 17, sorry.
No, you're good. He kind of panics in the moment because this is a very... You guys just showed up and completely obliterated the guy that was at the gun. And you absolutely demolish this other dude's knees. He panics. He basically just pulls the rifle and then levels it back at you and takes one more shot. Oh, I can't roll the wrong dice. That's a 13 to hit. So that's going to miss.
Yeah, it misses.
Okay. Ending his shot takes us to... I'd almost continue with this initiative, but we're not. We're going to go on to the initiative outside. What that is the skitters. So this skitter is going to come forward one. It's going to unleash a torrent of flame here. So it's going to continue to try to spread the fire. They didn't start it. It was always burning since the world has been turning. But then what they are going to do is they're going to start looping around as well. So that was one square, and they have 3. They could get up to 6. So,
but it uses action for that.
You're right. Thank you for keeping me honest. So that
someone's got to.
Yes,
Jeez.
absolutely.
Dungeon Masters, am I right?
Okay. The other skitter, this guy is going to move forward. 1, 2. He's going to use his action to breathe flame on this, which already has some rubble here. So we're just going to kind of overlap that too. And then he's going to start turning that way. These guys are going to basically start turning around and get to there.
That's wild. There's no way they made that turn.
They're like, okay, you ever seen the Wild Wigglers from Mario Kart where they just literally turn on a dime and
Yeah.
take you out? That's what this is exactly what those look like.
Okay.
The worst part is that's honestly true, except for the fact that they're more like rugged
Yeah, I
and really
understand.
cool, not goofy.
No,
But no, 100%
Now,
they look like a giant Wild
Yeah.
Wiggler and just tromping around. These guys, I'll drop the Scorpion off because he's not riding on top. 1, 2, 3. We'll kind of cant him that way. This one is going in full reverse mode. 1, 2, 3. We'll kind of swap who's on top there. This skitter. 1, 2, 3. I've made a mistake. They're going northeast. They want to go southwest.
Because we established I came from this direction.
You did, yes.
Is that what direction they were wanting to head to?
Yes, correct. We'll move this guy through the fire and flames. They don't care. They are built for this.
So do you want me to make this guy keep going this way?
Yeah, I think I'd like that.
So he's like there instead.
Yep.
Which that guy was still there.
Yeah, that's totally fine with those two.
So the runners, are they circling? Or were they meant to also go that way?
I'll just keep the movement of these guys coming around and down and around this way instead of going up and over that way.
Okay.
So that'll make total sense to me. But this guy, they don't actually have to reverse because they're bi-directional. He starts going this way.
True. That is a weird thought.
That ends the Skitter's turn. It goes over to Seamus, who is able to bust out, jump onto the Scorpions. And these were the people inside the building.
Yeah, we had Gray's my guys. Pink was, if I recall, Pink was representing the guys for the harvesters.
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds here. I'm going to roll. I want to see what he actually wants to do. Okay, cool. His movement is pretty normal. He's a normal guy. So that was...
I feel like Seamus is sabotaging the whole inside of this and trying to kill the harvesters in some way. Okay.
I'm glad you just gave them ASMR. 100% that whisper didn't work. I heard it.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Logan's a bat.
Can confirm. I'm Batman.
Can confirm Batman or can confirm my theory?
Harvey Face. What'd you do with Scary Face?
What'd you do there?
Anyways, that is Seamus's turn. You wouldn't see him, but for the audience and everybody playing along, he dashes out of the building, just super anime style, ding, 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 runs out of the rubble and past the Scorpion. Over to Karson's Skitter. This one, it is fully loaded down with just about every refugee you could manage. It is full on people hanging off the sides, loaded on top, inside. Yes, you had managed to gather almost the entire population you would have been able to save at the current point.
Okay, well then it's gonna, I mean, at that point their mission would be like get people safe, so like it's gonna go back, I guess. Yeah, because I guess at this point he'd be able to maybe kind of see this guy start to break the corner.
Yeah, definitely the internal comms goes, one of the lion folks says, "We've got the company." They all sound like Pizor.
Yeah, they all do. Makes sense. So, can they, I guess, it makes sense to just go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Right? Or,
yes. And past this way is basically like a very large field. It's obviously all in flames down through here. With everybody hanging off on the side, that's a bad idea.
The fire? Yeah, for sure. I want to dodge the fire. I don't know how far the extent of that is, but they would obviously tailor the need. So I don't know if that extends this way the fire does, obviously they'll tailor it and use it as a barrier.
Yeah, it is a very large inferno that spans several hundred feet. At this point, it's just kind of started slowly spreading through the crops.
Like wildfire.
Yeah.
What kind of crops are we talking? Like corn?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
like
taller
something
crops.
With height? Okay.
Yeah. Definitely not the Skitter's height. The Skitter
like
would...
wheat beans. wheat
Yeah.
beans.
Soybeans.
Winter beans, yeah, it's where
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah, exactly.
24 inches.
It is. They're taller. They're probably 8 to 10 feet tall, but the skitter's legs are just basically right above that.
Hey, this is
so
sci-fi D&D crops. It can
Yeah.
be anything.
it could be anything.
They're carrots.
Yes.
This is how carrots grow here.
Yeah, actually, each one is just a 8-foot long carrot that can feed an army.
That's awesome. That's actually awesome. I like
And
that.
it gives you X-ray vision if you eat the whole thing. You have to eat the whole thing in one
Chomp, chomp,
setting.
chomp.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those eating challenges, but possible.
Where's Joey Chestnuts?
That's a skitter, and then that takes us to the scorpions, who are over here, and there's just the two.
Well, I have
Okay.
3. So did these guys not come out? Or is that
Oh
just...
my gosh, yeah, that would have been
Okay.
happening on the skitter's turn as well. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, so
So these
this
guys,
would
people
be-
on the scorpion are left definitely directing, like, come, and like
Yeah.
yelling at Seamus too as well. Like, hey, come on.
Okay.
So,
And this is not only your crew that
Which
you
was
had
only
sent
5.
in.
it was
Yeah.
very few.
Yes, hence the gray.
Yes.
And I think the gray was the other guys. The purple was. I don't think it matters. Regardless, very few of your crew that you brought along escaping out and kind of helping direct everybody. And then there's a flood of harvesters, probably several dozen that come pouring out of that building. I would give them another round to be able actually to board the scorpion. And then there'll probably have to be a few that are going to have to jump onto the wasp. as
Board
well.
my boat.
Board my boat. But that ends the skitters. Now it goes to the scorpions. You wanted to move them this
We're
way.
going to, yeah.
Scorpion movement. Golly, I wish I remembered that.
I think I saw that page open.
I
wouldn't
hope
have
you
closed
do,
it.
but I might be able to find it
I
quicker.
do have it open. Just how fast will Chrome load? Chrome load. Chrome. Scorpion ship. Oh, where'd you go?
It's going to take me a minute to get there.
I've got it right here. Scorpion ships are super cool. It says they have a movement speed of 30 feet, fly 30 feet.
Oh, that's right. They are
3.5
slower
miles
than
per
everything else.
hour.
Yeah.
So
So
60, so 5 squares.
5 squares.
Mm-hmm.
2. 15 feet.
Action dash.
That'd make it 60, so it'd be 4 squares.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, I did 75 in my
1,
head.
2, 3, 4. So this one gets above. I'm assuming.
They're going down. I mean,
Okay.
when they break that close, they're definitely...
Okay, so they kind of dive bomb
Yeah.
down. Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
I would give them their next turn to be able to
That's
land
fine.
and start
Yeah.
just disembarking. 1, 2, 3.
he's still high up.
4.
That's
yes.
50, 60 feet. But now, once of this, he'll start to go down.
Yeah, totally
But-
fine. Bingo. Sweet. Now I have the scorpion ship up and loaded. That ends
Scorpions.
Scorpion's turn. Back to the top of the round. The Inferno continues to spread.
That building's going.
Yeah, and I would say at this point, this building is burnt down to where it's more like it's still a large fire, but it's also like collapsing in on itself.
Yeah.
And this end, everything. I hate to do this to a marker, but it's fine. This section over here starts to collapse in on itself as well.
Okay.
As does this section that's burning the longest.
I was say because this building is almost the same. At that point, it'd almost pretty much be full.
It really would be at this point because it was that little bit right there.
Yeah.
This one is going to start spreading though.
It'll spread, quite a bit technically. Yeah.
Yeah. With 3 separate points of fire, they're
Not
definitely
anymore.
not in great shape.
Okay.
Okay. With the fire spreading, it is to the wasps. One wasp was swooping down to start gathering people up. The other wasp was kind of keeping an eye on skitter number 7, which is where you and Paizo are currently aboard.
The driver wasp, that wasp ship. What does he see Seamus doing when he ran past the scorpion? Because he'd have a nice aerial view. Of
He's
this,
heading straight towards this rubble portion of the building.
going inside of it.
Yep.
We had. Is that Arifa driving that one? Because I think I know I had my boy Zage driving mine. Is
Yes, so it'd
is
be
that
Arifa.
Arifa or is it Zoo?
Yeah.
I can't remember. It is important.
It'd
in
be
this
Arifa.
moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Arifa hits her Gorget
Okay.
and goes, Karson, Seamus has gone rogue.
He's a rogue, so.
And then she'll continue. She'll land down, and then anybody that needs overflow from the scorpion, whatever, wait for that moment.
Now I'm struggling to get her voice back. But it was like, what? Karson!
Yeah, it's a little squeakier, like, yeah.
Karson! Seamus has gone rogue. Somewhere around there. I apologize to Arifa for forgetting your voice, but it's been a minute.
She'll probably send hate mail.
Yeah.
Won't be the first. Just kidding.
You would have the opportunity to reply at that time. So that would be...
All I reply back to her is I just say, keep everyone safe. He's made his decision.
Okay.
Actually, I shot with bullets.
Unsuccessfully, truthfully. So.
Yeah, but the one I took did damage.
Oh, the burst fire.
Spray and pray.
The spray and pray you sure did. Yeah, there's no avoiding that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that ends. No, so Arifa's landed.
Yeah, she's
she
right
is
there,
now able to start
circling
loading
up, whatever.
people up, which will start happening.
People need a couple extras to whatever happen.
Yes. The other wasp ship.
Flying over. So what do we assume that they have? They were
50.
50, so 100. So we got 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, they have a fly speed of 50.
Okay, I only went 6, but so they're just traveling with me in the skitter.
Okay,
so,
perfect. So they're just basically pacing you, but up high above the buildings. Okay, for sure. How much higher above the building?
10 feet. I mean, keeping the vantage point. I mean, there would be no heat up here yet.
No.
Especially if they're 50 feet tall. So, like, just staying in the vantage point, stay in the darkness if you can, and, like, watching. Because I'm sure that, to a certain aspect, they kind of maybe can see some light of, like, what's happening inside this as it's going. But
yeah, for sure. Okay. Ending their turn, it is to the runners. They're going to continue to circle around this way. So, one runner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The runners can action dash, if I am not mistaken.
You mean bonus action dash?
It'd be an action.
You did action dash. They have 100 feet for normal speed?
Yes.
Oh, dang, they quick.
Yes, they're very quick.
I don't know why they couldn't dash. Pedal to the metal.
I'm trying to remember where I put that stat sheet at now. Give me 2 seconds.
Pedal to the metal. While he's looking that up, folks, listen. When you're at home and you really need to set the mood for your end games, pull up Spotify. Pull up In the Vast Forest. Jason Wardell makes these beautiful tones that really set the difference that makes our games so much better.
Yes, they did have 100 feet of movement. So their pilot...
They're just ripping down the street.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, tearing a path through the fields, trying to get out of there at this current point because it's absolute chaos at this point, and they're taking very heavy losses.
I guess they're also like almost completed their job too.
Very true.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there's
not
one
much
left.
left,
and it's surrounded by buildings that are on fire.
I guess I didn't do a very good job. But what do you do?
Oh my god, I love that. I guess I didn't do a very good job. That's incredible.
Let me just pull out a hydro cannon and just shoot water into your flamethrowers every time you're popping these buildings.
Would you? Yeah.
Like
one cantrip at a time, or not one cantrip, one spell slot at a time. Create or destroy water.
Create water.
I think it's like a goofy small amount too. It's like 10 gallons, which
I do not recall.
Not much.
No,
maybe
not
like,
for a flamethrower.
No, not at all. Okay, ending the runner's turn. It is back into your little turn here with the skitter action.
Okay, barrel goes to the side. I kick it with my left foot, and I just bring the hammer back again, and then right into his like right thigh, as I'm kind of on that side of his body.
For sure, absolutely.
21.
Okay, that'll hit. Are you going for lethality here? Oh, he's prone. Yes.
So close. 27.
27 definitely hits.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I'm definitely going to finish.
Okay.
Like, not like trying to be gruesome necessarily, but yeah, I'm definitely like not holding back any punches.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. triple sixes.
Mm.
But it's my first attack. So plus 13. 18. 31 points of damage.
Dang.
From
Okay.
one melee attack.
Yeah. Dude is absolutely out. As you swing down on his thigh, you basically full on turn him into a soda can that got ran over by a car tire at that point. His leg is just shattered, and he lets out a very brief scream of pain before he just blacks out and is bleeding out.
Yeah.
First attack.
And I step forward, swing the hammer back as he's pointing towards me with him M4 or whatever he's got. I should step into it, and I go right into his left side of his ribs as he's pointing down at me. So his left side of his ribs. So metal dice.
They're definitely all rocking Tabor 21s.
Dang it. That's a 15 again. But it's a good thing that I defeated an enemy on my attack. So I will use my bonus action to make a third attack. Because of my weapon mastery.
You are correct.
So as I go to hit him on the left side, and he clenches his armor tight enough that I don't get enough good contact. I make it, but I don't obviously inflict any wounds. He probably kind of pushes me off a little bit with towards the gun, and maybe kicks me back.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll step back forward, and instead of swinging, I pull back almost like a I don't call it a plunging attack, but I go to bash it to the front of his knee as he's stepping forward at me, just into his knee, so I don't have much room to pull the weapon back. So I press it into his knee with all the force I can back into it.
Absolutely. Half battering ram, but also just a jab.
Yeah, 19.
19 flat?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Okay.
I guess it would
19 total.
Okay, yeah, I would say even if it's on the dice or total, it hits.
I'm rolling decent. 654. So that's 14 plus 9, so 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. Very nice, very nice.
And I'm up in his face.
He is still standing, but he is not looking great from that attack. As you smash into his knees, he basically crumples down to the ground. All his weight is unable to be unsupported at that time. Falls down to the ground. Going over to... Technically, he was last in initiative, so I'm going to go to Pizor. Pizor is going to throw out a Starry Wisp, because he's not really in the greatest spot to try to whip him and pull him your direction. So he'll just kind of pull up a moat of glittering water.
Okay. And
it hardens and then shoots off at the guy. That's a natural 6 on the dice for a 15 is going to miss.
Darn.
Pizor is killing it, but he's going to maintain that concentration on the +2 to your AC.
Oh, yeah.
Ending his turn, goes back over to the guy on the ground. He is going to keep his gun trained on you and take 2 attacks. The first one being a 2 on the dice, so that's definitely going to miss with an 8 total. And the next one is a 22 to hit.
Just hits. Or no.
With a +2 to your AC?
Yeah, I have 21. Technical question, does he have disadvantage when I'm in his melee? Is it a range weapon?
Absolutely would, yeah. Good call. Dang it.
I didn't mention it when he missed. Until you did. I was like, I'll save it.
That was a 12 + 6, so 18 on the dice on that one.
Yeah, it misses.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to keep enough pressure on his space that he can't quite get it fired at you, and he's just hand on the trigger.
Oh, terrifying. So the wasp just sees holes popping out from the top, It just sees all the light.
Absolutely. Ending the initiative within the skitter itself, goes to the main skitter actions. This one is going to continue.
Skitter.
Eventually, we'll just say once it gets past this way, it's out of the fight. Unless you want to chase him down, we'll just kind of set him up over here.
I don't think there's any way I even really could
1,
necessarily.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They're going to have such a head start on us.
I'm going to roll just an intelligence check to see what they would think when they pull the corner and see that. Cool. I rolled a 6 on the dice. Definitely not in the forefront of their mind.
Okay.
This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, starting to round that corner there. This one. I think I had started to move these guys in a weird arc. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. And that's okay.
Well, they were like this, so you kind of just did one of these.
Yeah.
So
Technically, they get 7 squares of movement because if they dash, it'd be 100 feet total.
you have not moved him at all yet. Okay.
I noticed that as soon as I touched it.
Yeah.
I didn't move that one either.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
You went
did I?
over the other one with that one, and I
Oh,
just
did
thought
I?
it was funny. Yeah.
That's really funny. What a goober. Okay. Ending their turn, the initiative goes to. Sorry, I just lost where I was at. Seamus.
Yeah.
He's going to plunge into this building. Unsure what he is doing.
I knew it. Anger is never the option.
Hate leads to anger. Anger leads to suffering.
And Seamus is a suffering soul, that what I've learned.
Tis true, for good reasons.
Mm.
Ending Seamus's turn, it is to you and your skitter. That would be this crew here, and then also this skitter here.
Going.
Going. Okay.
Like,
Cool.
their mission is now gone.
I'm
If
gonna.
they had any way to contact anybody, they would probably say, like, we're heading back to help spread the message. But yeah, they're gone.
Okay. I would say that from just like a base perspective, it probably wouldn't be a good idea to join the caravan of fleeing skitters with all of the harvesters
Yeah.
and all of your crew hanging off the side. So it might be in a better interest to kind of like take the long path around this and hope in the panic that everybody doesn't notice them and they can kind of like skirt around the fire in a way. So they'll basically just head off way deep into the fields to avoid this portion.
Yeah, no, that was my intent.
but-
I wanted to go along the fire,
Oh, okay.
using it as a barrier to
Yeah.
of separation.
Okay, perfect.
So
So yeah, they'll just stay a healthy distance off of the fire and then just continue
yeah,
into the fields themselves, not actually crossing it, not going back towards
Yes.
the city, but just away from this mess.
because depending if there's valleys and stuff in the fields or like places to hide where they could even like get down once they get 500 feet away, they easily do that too.
Yeah, okay. For the scorpion here, that is kind of... Oh, I didn't get him earlier?
No, the worst kind of insects.
Yeah. No,
There's
mosquitoes.
always facts.
Yeah.
There's always just one gnat.
Oh, I'm going to
So-
sidebar real quick here. The other night I was trying to go to sleep, and all of a sudden I hear this... I couldn't sleep for like an hour and a half because he was just buzzing around my room. And I'm like,
There was sidebar again for me too. Last week I was literally going to bed and a mosquito like landed on my ear. I was like 98% asleep, and I definitely slapped like the side of my face, and it startled me because you hear the vibrations of the wings and it, like landed on my ear. Yeah. I did get that. I didn't get that guy then, but I went and got fly swatter and we found him. But
That's good.
yeah,
I don't know what happened
Worst
to him.
thing.
Dylan. I could never find him the entire
yeah,
night.
'cause that's when you wake up with like
Yeah.
20 bites.
Oh yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
sorry for the sidebar.
Mosquitoes sting.
We had left off with your crew right here. So, as several dozen, let's put it just shy of 50. So there's probably
Okay.
we'll call it 45 people. Let me write that number down. They pour out of the building along with your small crew of 5. Your small crew of 5 would be able to hop into the wasp ships whenever those are ready. I didn't skip the wasp ship turn. did
No,
I?
they're
Okay.
like last in the initiative.
They're the very top of the round. I think I did skip them. Because this one didn't move.
No. Yes, he did. He moved with me. This one moved down, so
Oh.
it is touching then. So it is ready to be boarded.
Okay, perfect. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. No, you're right. So, your crew plus some of the harvesters would be able to hop onto that wasp ship, and then they fully pack that scorpion. With that, there is absolutely no more room. However, they do start to see more harvesters pouring out of the backside of this building. Not only are they coming out of this door in a panic, from the fact that the other side is fully on fire, but they also start to kind of like clamber out of the rubble that has accumulated on the corner there. So
Shoot. Okay.
more people are coming out. Ending the skitter.
Before they start to load, does it feel like when these people are starting to pour out, does it feel like it's going to be a panic situation?
Panic situation in what way?
All of a sudden, everybody's starting to try to jump on.
Roll a D100 for me.
39.
No.
Okay.
They're able to remain collected under what's going on. Between your crew pointing the way and kind of mostly they're just trying to get out of the burning building at that time. But they do see that there are several people loading up on the Scorpion ships and evacuating completely out of that building there as it has fully engulfed in flames.
Okay.
Scorpions. These people land. And then this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 movements, so they're not quite there yet. When Scorpion 2 crew
16.
lands, how many? Well, okay, so I guess
you had written down how many.
There are 5 river swept spread throughout the Scorpions. So one could remain on the Scorpion to keep piloting it, and then the other 2 would hop off and get to the skitters. Of course, you do know that they do require 2 people.
Four hopping off, 2 and 2.
Okay. So it is between the Scorpion ships was 5 total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These people haven't landed quite yet.
I took that as 5 river swept on each one.
Oh, no, sorry. So there'd be 2 on this ship that could disembark, and then there'd be 2 on this ship that disembark. So
could you land the Scorpion on top?
Yeah. You could basically.
Then, never mind. It's not even worth it. They'll go on the backside and just touch down and hold there.
Okay.
Knowing what's. They kind of got a bird's eye view of these guys all like mass exiting.
Yeah.
Understanding that their movement changed, their intentions changed. They'll land on the backside of the Scorpion or on the backside of the skitters, and like on the backside though, so you can't see them.
Mm-hmm.
They'll touch down and just watch for a second to make sure that they were right in their assumptions that everyone's leaving.
Yep.
But then they won't risk it getting in there yet.
Okay. Perfect.
Because that put the Scorpions at risk, and I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Excellent. So you basically just crab claw onto the backside of that one skitter. This Scorpion is heading that direction to do it to the next. That brings us back to the top of the initiative. I'm not going to continue marking it. This fully engulfed. The one that really only matters is this one as it's continuing to burn. I'm not going to move that guy. It's totally fine. It doesn't matter that much. It's really just showing that the fire is spreading throughout it.
Right.
That does bring us to the top of the round for the Wasp ships. So this one's fully loaded. This one is keeping an eye on Skitter 7.
He just climbs.
Okay.
He goes on top of this building.
Yeah, absolutely. Lands or...
No, he still hovers just above.
Okay.
Yeah. He's going to hold there.
Okay, perfect. The other Wasp ship?
Just following still, kind of now off the other corner.
Okay, excellent.
Up over the peak and whatever have you.
Roll me a D20.
Just a D20?
Yes.
4.
12 on my end. Okay.
What does that mean?
I was rolling for the crew of the Wasp to keep the harvesters like calm, essentially. So the fact that I rolled higher than you, that's good. That's in your favor.
Okay.
But, yeah. They don't necessarily it's not like they're incredibly hostile, but it's also a strange situation.
Yeah, for sure.
None of them have ever seen a
That's what
flying
I'm trying
ship
to
before.
Decide if I'm going to kick him off or not.
Yeah. So, yeah, but they also know that they just helped them out. So,
yeah,
definitely not a huge issue there. Ending the Wasps, the runners themselves. This one. 6, 7, 8. That's plenty of movement. I'll just get them right in between. 9, 10. This one is starting to drop down.
It would definitely be lowering down. So it'd be like in that 30 feet range.
Okay. I will roll a perception check. Ooh, that's not good. That's a 14. Okay. So as they pull up here, they park here, and you see several, I guess you wouldn't see it because you're way occupied on the other side, but several individuals pour out of this runner. Whoops.
Okay.
And so we're just going to mark that as these folk being outside, and they kind of take up a defensive position. I have the hiccups again. They take up a defensive position right behind this skidder here.
Okay.
And then where'd he go? This one here is going to follow the leader. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have way too much movement, so they're perfectly fine getting where they need to. And then people start to jump out of that one as well. Ending this turn here for the runners, we go into Carson's little havoc that is going on within skidder number 7.
Okay, we're just going to finish this guy.
Okay.
No, I'm not. That's 14.
14 misses. You just missed your box?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to backhand it, put it in the ice box, and I'm sitting against the wall. That's a 21 to hit.
21 is definitely going to hit.
I'll be honest with you, I got no idea where that guy went, so.
Okay. He's gone.
It's somewhere on this backside, I'm sure. Because I hit it off the wall. Man, my 2d6s have been like 5 and 6 all night long. My d8's been hot or miss. 5, 6, 11, 13. That is the first hit again. Plus another 13 then. So 26 points of damage.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Yeah, I mean, I just go back right to the ribs. I hit him, failed, went for the plunge, hit, and kind of swooped past his knee, and then I just went back again right into the side and just crushed the side of his ribs in. The second I see that moment of failure in his constitution, I immediately just look towards Pizor and go, "We've got to take this over." And then I will sprint out this door. Oh, that net was still.
He was hanging on that thing.
Get him! He's right in front of your eye. Oh,
I lost him.
Yep, he went past. I lost him too. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, however far I can get.
Okay. The skidders themselves, let me look up how large they were across again.
Do this right here. This isn't true.
Oh, yeah, you're totally right. Thank you.
20 by 30. Is there 5 feet between probably?
Yes.
So then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm almost through the second. This is the third car.
Yeah, that's the middle one.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Pizor is going to follow you. He does not deem it a good idea to split ways.
Oh, you're right. Then if that makes more sense.
Two,
If he doesn't, I'm going to go this way then. Because why would I go through a whole other car? We'll go into the first car with somebody in it.
It's the same distance either way. You're in the middle.
There's 5 cars?
Yeah, there's 5 cars
right.
total.
Okay, so it doesn't make a difference. Okay.
Yeah. Pizor's movement, I believe, is also 35.
It is. I think we figured that out.
Yeah. So I did 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He enters into that second car behind you. As both of you are in the second car, that's typically like a storage cart from which you remember either storage and or crew cabins. It's deserted from what you can tell. This portion would look like it used to be crew cabins, but it is mostly outfitted for what would be war. There is bits of scrap armor, and as well as a lot of leftover weapons. Okay. Ending your turn within the skidder.
Can he move up to me at least?
Oh yeah, he could absolutely dash.
I was going to say, technically speaking, even if he just wanted to at least hold true with me.
Yeah, for sure.
So
no, he could use his action to dash. I didn't even think about that for whatever reason.
I always feel like animalistic folks like that, it'd be a cool visual of them going to an all fours moment. I know
that's racist.
Not really. He's a lion. but it's just a really cool, like, go into a sprint where he just, like,
Yeah.
really pounces fast. I always think about, like, the Tabaxis when they get that extra movement
Oh,
bounce. You know,
yeah.
it makes total sense. Where you just go into all four and
Full on
spring.
Tai Lung chasing
Yeah,
after
yeah,
it.
go into
No.
a full spring mode. Yeah, where you're like all that muscle exertion.
Yeah.
Just launching. Just cool.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I like that. Oh, that just gives me a really cool visual of Tai Lung, like
Yeah.
him going full on Tai Lung and like jumping off the side.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah. Leonas are one of the coolest races too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting past the internal initiative of what's going on within the skidder, you guys have basically made it through most of that next cart. We go into the skidders themselves. So this one is pretty much off the map.
Yeah, he's just at the edge there.
7.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you mind? Can I go and take the blank ones off just
Yeah.
to help with visual?
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
So we understand that
You don't like seeing the mass carnage that you've caused?
it's not that, since it's wreckage and I probably won't be able to salvage anything anyway from it. I didn't feel like it necessarily. That way we can really tell what we have.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Okay. Um,
And maybe for those of watching at home can kind of see a little better too, maybe.
the biggest thing that you would note, maybe if you looked outside of the gunnery port or even like the cargo bays on the side, you would note that the skidder is running past the building that it was previously demolishing with fire.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would feel that its movement is continuing and it is on a beeline. In whatever direction, you're not quite sure, because once you get into the actual cart, until you get to the very first cart, there's not viewing windows out. Yes.
Can I say something to him really quick as he catches me there?
Sure.
Do we attack or do we stay hidden?
Um,
Because it's just changed my whole entire thought process.
do you have a plan?
No.
We are outnumbered. I wouldn't attack.
We could sneak in. We could infiltrate.
That is a horrible idea. Let's do it. We have plenty of time to think about it as well by the time we just keep going.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
When we take this over, it is going to falter. We hit this guy,
Yeah.
the skitter falls to the ground, and then we still have to make it all the way to the back side of this just to take care of the other side. Attune, you get to the front side. It is a bit of a mess. It will
Right.
be obvious that this skitter goes down for a few rounds at the bare minimum. As above table as that sounded.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. I don't want to leave our men out to dry, though. Okay. Let's get... Okay, very good.
Okay, yep. We'll continue that conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to push it too
Yeah,
much.
exactly.
Because I could go into a full conversation.
Exactly. That's where I was about to head, and I was like, we'll stop it there before we just completely sidebar
Yeah.
for 6 seconds, because that was pushing it. Taking care of the Scorpion's turn. Seamus on the inside. Continuing to do whatever Seamus be doing. Going to your personal skidder, you have just gone into the fields. Okay. Do you want to continue running? Do you want to like drop down?
They'll run for a
low
while.
and- okay.
They've so many people. They're not going to stay anywhere close. They're going to run for safe distance.
Okay.
So
Perfect. And then going to your scorpions. So one scorpion just got entirely loaded down with people. Other harvesters are pouring out of the buildings next to you.
they're just yelling. Evacuations to the southwest. Evacuation to the southwest. Go there.
Southwest is fire.
South. I thought southeast. You said southeast.
Look at the compass.
Oh. Go evacuations to northwest.
Okay.
Go they're they're running. So there's pointing them out. The scorpion, it is scorpion's turn, right?
Yep.
So they can go 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So they just starts pulling through, staying low, whatever. But it's going to start. It's like pointing people over here, and it's going to drop with the intention to drop all those guys off.
Okay.
Which the wasp is going to follow it too and drop those guys off.
Perfect.
He number 3 is hightailing. So it was going, and now it's going. Millennium Falcon turn. So no, not over.
Oh
no, that would be tell sign. Because I want him technically like this.
Okay.
So he is going to go broadside underneath where we're protected.
Yep.
All that armor, we're going against the grain against them and going up and away.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, we'll say, and then the other one's going up. So we went from about that 30-foot range back up to 40, and we're just like, turning away. There's just no way.
Perfect. What is the other scorpion doing? Just incognito?
There's only. Yeah, because there's nobody else to drive the skidders if we wanted to.
Yeah. If you did, you would leave the scorpion behind or attach to the back side of it, or whichever.
I guess we could attach it, couldn't we? Because the scorpion can actually grab.
Yeah, I would say there could be people on the ship that can lock the claws down and have it hold on to anything of the skidder.
Okay, so their turn. Jeez, they're popping. Claws are attached on the backside, and then the 2 are jumping out and going in, and we're gonna try to steal a skidder then.
Okay, perfect. Getting to the back end of it, obviously that's where you're at. One guy can hop in, no big deal. The other one has to cross the entire thing.
He's got a bountiful run.
It'd be 70 feet of movement, which each cart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 30 feet. So 5 times 3, so it'd be 150 plus 4. So 170 feet is what they got to cross.
Yeah, plus depending where the seat actually sits in the car too, you might save a little bit of space.
Call it another 10.
Another 10?
Because it sits like right here.
So you'd save 10 or 15 feet.
Yeah.
Technically.
So he's got that's what I meant. Sorry.
I know. So he's got 2 to 3. Well, no, he'd have 3 full rounds.
Yeah. So if it's 160, he moved 70. So that'd get him to 90.
And that's
Okay.
So
we'll just drop right there.
3 good rounds. And 3 rounds would really help include like the movement of getting in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Which I guess that'd give him 15 more feet of like jumping off and then getting in, and then I feel better about that. And then that gives him this full action on the 3rd round to like hopefully attune, attach. What Christ phrase? So
perfect.
Cool.
Okay. So the intention here is for these 2 to take over that skidder.
We're gonna run it.
Absolutely. I like it.
For initial tension, just so we're on the same page, is going that way too.
Away. Yeah. Cool. Excellent.
We've got a bullnose on it.
That brings us to the top of the round and to our mid-roll break.
Mid-roll break.
So thank you guys for tuning in to episode 60. We are
only halfway through. Only halfway through on 60.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
No,
we'll be right back.
Definitely sound like an outro for a second.
Sorry, no, yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
If you're watching, look at that art in the mid-roll where you can see all the cool stuff Roll for Sketching's drawn for us.
Yes, and while you're there, make sure you go look up In the Vast Forest on Spotify and Bandcamp. Add all of his albums to a playlist. That way you too can listen to dulcet tones in the background while you wait for us to come back.
See you.
And we're back. We are kicking it off into episode 60. We picked up for the episode with a start on the top of the round for initiative, and that's where we left off, is at the start of the round as I choke on something. We're continuing the spread of the fire. This building, fully engulfed. This building, fully engulfed. This building continuing to spread through the inside. Boop, 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 boop. Not getting any better. With the wasp ships, one of them is sitting above that building. Is that correct?
Yes, Wasp 2 is like sitting right above it.
Okay. Is that where you
Well,
want
it's
them
not.
to
It's not that it was sitting right above. It's actively working away from it. Remember, it like picked up and is going up
Okay.
because it's coming out of this from picking these guys up. So it's going to start swinging over
Okay.
as these guys kind of like said they're going to start heading to that northwest to drop these harvesters off.
Okay. Perfect. So the other wasp ship with Zage on it, still tailing you and the
Yeah,
skitters?
yeah.
Okay.
So at this point, is it the Wasp ship's turn?
Yes.
So
it is.
they'll
Top of the round.
climb to a fairly good height,
Mhm.
whatever that ends up being, 150, 200 feet, whatever's high enough away from the blazes to like hopefully not catch sight of them or whatever it is, and just like he'll trail us
Okay.
for now. Like I think we're the main focus.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
No, that's 100% perfect place for it. Okay.
okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's starting to like go back down now as we
Okay.
get away from there.
Anything else for the wasps?
No, that's it.
Okay. The runners over here, they had kind of posted up. Several had gotten out, and they had taken, or they began to fire upon the scorpion. As you had said, it had kind of like banked away, exposing the underside, which is heavily armored. So it's just a bunch of ting, 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 ting. They have several crew members. The runners themselves are completely abandoned, and then I'm going to put these people here just to signify, hey, there's people that are starting to board this skitter in particular. That'll take a few rounds to get fully situated. That would be over to you on top, or inside of this skitter right there. What are you doing, Karson?
Okay.
This would be a perfect time to pick up with you and Pizor's conversation as well, as you're basically on the cusp of that next door.
So we're 5 feet away from the next door. And I just
Yep.
go, Paizo, we have a chance here to try to infiltrate if we want it.
Infiltrate.
Back into the city, to the oasis. Do we do that or we go back? They seem to be running. They're going.
Yes, I think they are definitely fleeing at this point. If we stay, if we make it all the way back to the city, hopefully we make it back to the city. It's a risk, that's for sure.
We either take out the drivers or we hide and tail for the next 7 hours. What do you think?
If we take them out, the ship will fall.
Yeah, we'll take it over. You and I can steer it.
Right, yes. But that also means it will crash into the ground for the moment
Sure.
before we are fully seated. It's not a bad idea, but it will also be obvious that something went wrong.
Right. We can just leave.
If we do, we stay back, figure out what's going on here with the harvesters, or we infiltrate the city. I think that's our two options.
What's your gut pull you as I'm reaching out for the door in front of me?
I think it's a bad idea to infiltrate.
Fair enough.
It'd be like overextending.
Understood.
Take this.
I open the front door.
Okay.
Go between the carts. So I go
Yep.
5, 10, 15. I open the door to the front.
And Pizor would basically leave you with the comment of like, take the small wins. Don't try to take as much as you can. Don't get greedy. So, you open up that door, head into the next car. As you open that door as well.
Yeah.
When you open in, obviously you are looking at the back of an individual seated. It's kind of like a recessed chair that almost flush with the floor, but the person actually sits within them, and they have the helm, of course, attached to their head. And then there's kind of like a cozy pilot's cabin at the front side, and there is one person currently resting on one of the beds at the current moment. And then so one person piloting, one person resting.
So I went 15 feet, so I have 20.
Yep.
Can I get to the guy in the chair?
You absolutely could.
Okay. I run up to the guy in the chair, drop my maul down quietly, and I wrap the guy behind his neck, and I go into a full down. I'm going to choke him out.
Okay,
The
awesome.
guy driving this side.
Make a
And I go,
strength
Pizor.
check with advantage.
I go, right before I do a Pizor, attack him. The guy is sleeping.
Okay.
Strength check with advantage.
Yes.
It's a 19. It's a 16. My strength isn't great, though. Oh, yeah, it is. I have the 4, 19, 23.
Okay. 23, definitely. The person immediately, as your arms wrap around them, begins to struggle.
I cover his mouth with one of my hands, too, so he can't scream.
Okay, perfect.
At least initially here.
His initial reaction is to try to lift the helmet off his head, but with your... I guess there wouldn't really be anything stopping him from being able to lift the helmet off of his head.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up around his chin, and then I'm pulling it back, and then putting like on the back of his head, like so. I'm pushing that helmet back down.
That would make it so you couldn't mute him, because like
fair, valid.
Yeah,
then
so-
I'm not muting him. You're correct,
Okay,
absolutely
cool.
correct. My hand, you don't. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
I don't know why I even thought I could do that. Yeah, so I would definitely be behind his head.
okay,
pushing
so
him
basically
down.
full Nelson. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, not quite a full nut, but a headlock.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so-
They begin to struggle.
Just trying to put him to sleep.
Pizor is going to.
Cast banishment.
How'd you know? That's exactly what I was looking. I kid you not. If I
Really?
turned this around, it is on the banishment sheet. Yeah. So Pizor like stops for a moment and he's like looks at his hand axe. That's practically useless for him. Thinks for a moment and then points at them and like water rushes from his sleeves and completely enwraps and turn in that person entirely. They need to make a charisma saving throw.
12.
It's a 2 on the dice. So that would be a total of I don't even.
His DC's got to be like
Yeah,
14 to 15.
It wouldn't
so.
even relatively
Yeah.
come close. So with that in mind, harmless demiplane. While the target there, they have incapacitated condition. This is up to a minute. When the spell ends, the target reappears in the space it left. This is
Yeah.
like, if you're moving, do you come back? You think? Or
Yeah, I mean, his body's moving as part of the vessel.
okay.
I love where your head's out, and I want to say, yeah, he would just show up in the desert, or in the fire almost, I guess.
You know, I'm arguing with myself here almost at this point because, like, it literally says, when the spell ends, the target reappears in the space it left. So it leaves entirely. It's not like it's
That's a very good
traveling
point.
with, you know,
Yeah, that's a very good point. Let me see if I can search anything.
I don't even
Like,
know what you...
even via like people in a wagon or anything, you know?
Yeah. No, that's a good point. While he is searching for answers, I will give as many shout-outs as I possibly can here in these brief moments. Shout-out number 1 to Jason Wardell of In the Fast Forest on Spotify and Bandcamp. The OG shout-out for us here at Duos and Destiny. You can hear the sweet do-do-do-do behind me of his music. And then, I don't know why I rushed through that so fast. I should have been delaying. The other shout out I would like to give is to Roll for Sketching. She does all of our custom character artwork, like I have said 100 times in the past. So anything from our avatars to our banner to the Duos and Destiny logo here on our cool little mugs, everything we have submitted to her, she has done it for us. She's patient with me. I am demanding. And she also does really cool artwork. My favorite thing she does is when she does a full time lapse of the drawing that she posts on Instagram. Go check it out. It's basically a full Procreate sketch from start to finish of that character coming to life. So check her out while you're there. Also, drop a comment and tell her, hey, Duos and Destiny sent me. And if you're interested, ask for custom character artwork or whatever you need drawn up. And finally, I am going to give a very special shout out to Turtle Tabs by Bova Books. These tabs right here are incredibly useful. So, as you guys have seen here, hopefully on the past in the podcast, anytime we have rules questions that are easily answered, this is kind of a weird situation because how do you have a rule for banishing someone on a moving object? But regardless, say I needed the firearms rules. Well, here in the Dungeon Master's Guide with my handy turtle tabs, all I gotta do is find where it is at for the firearms and explosives. Oh, look at that. There's a tab for it right there. I open straight to it. Bam. Firearms. It's that easy. They make searching anything a breeze. What's really cool about them is they're actually 3M laminated plastic. It's not just a little flimsy sticker that's going to tear, fall off, anything like that. The adhesive they use is absolutely permanent. And I don't mean that as a bad thing. It is an incredible thing because instead of having to worry about them coming out, you can pick up the whole book by the Turtle Tab by Bova Books. With the adhesive, while it is permanent, when you first stick it on there, you do have a little bit of time that you can remove them and relocate them. I had to do that some when I was putting these together. But otherwise, they come with a alignment card that basically tells you, based upon what tab it is, where you put it. They have a page number. So, for instance, the run session example of play on the how to run a session under the Dungeon Master's Guide is on page 9. So it tells you page 9, it goes down there. And it is the 4th tab from the top, so that's where that 4 comes in. So they really make it dummy proof. It has a little ruler that just tells you, hey, this goes here, this goes here. So easy, a Logan can do it. And I sure did it to the Dungeon Master's Guide and the Player's Handbook. They also have the Monster Manual available for 2014 and 2024 rule set.
And he's more than that even.
True.
Yeah.
It doesn't just stop at Dungeons and Dragons. There's for so many books out there.
Well, I mean, even Dungeons and Dragons. He's got other books he's done.
Oh.
Yeah, for D&D.
Oh,
yeah.
Excellent.
I think he's up to 8, and I think he's working on more.
Cool. So, you know what that means? I need to check them out, and so do you. So, by you interjecting, I'm also assuming you found.
So you're going to love this answer.
Oh, yes.
The answer is up to DM discretion.
Dang it!
So
I don't like that answer.
It
I
seems
like rules.
that the physics answer is that space and time is the location.
That's my
first
thought.
cast.
Yeah.
The other one is the ruling when it comes to D&D being a magical sense, because I worded this being in a carriage, being that the spot he was in the carriage, so he would be anchored to that spot inside the carriage. So it is a double-edged sword. I did find a Reddit thread where there was communication on it, and it seemed like many people backed up an individual who did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. They were trying to rob a stagecoach. They banished, and the DM made the individual appear where he first was casted, so 100 feet back, or whatever have you.
Yeah.
And his players were upset because the cleric, I guess, or the rogue and the fighter were going to restrain him. Didn't get a chance to. And everybody said, well, I probably would have ruled it how you did. There were many other people agreeing with how he ruled it.
Yeah.
So I think you're more than fair and adequate to do whichever ruling you would like.
This isn't just, it's fun. This is just me going about it in the most logical sense.
Yeah. You
banish them from that place and time, they're returning to that place and time. So you guys wouldn't know that when you cast the spell.
Yeah, of course.
By any means. But Pizor casts banishment. The guy fails horribly and completely disappears from existence upon that bunk bed. I don't even think he'd wake up until he's...
The worst part because he's incapacitated, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So he would have a very rude awakening of just getting deposited. Considering the Skitters haven't moved, they're actively coming this way. So he's just going to return right there, alone, dust devil, completely up the creek without a paddle. Yeah.
Rough, buddy.
Surrounded by fire and very angry harvesters. So I love that. We got a minute countdown going. Pizor is still concentrating. Your armor bonus does disappear. So,
okay.
This is the first round of that banishment. We have 10 more to go, or a minute, whichever comes first. So, you just started choking the individual that's operating the skitter. Pizor banishes him. That is your guys' turn. This goes to the skitter movement themselves. Um, why do I keep getting the hiccups? I'm going to make a Constitution saving throw for the guy that you're choking. One, obviously, he can hold his breath for his Constitution modifier in minutes, but at the same time, you're cutting off blood supply.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's not just about breath at that point. Concentration spell or the concentration check is basically to remain attuned to the helm while rapidly losing blood supply, because that happens fairly quickly when you're getting choked. That is a 13 total. So that would be, I'll mark it as 1 failure at this point. 3 total, and he loses concentration, and then that's when he'll also pass out. So basically kind of roll it similar to death saves at the end of the day. That is this first skitter. It does continue moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's technically off the map. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Off the map as well. These guys. This one's gone. This one's catching up. Okay, excellent. Skitters are roaming around. Seamus within this building doing Seamus things. Or is it shameful things? The world may never know. But I'm sure we'll find out soon.
We
know. And then going over to your folks on the skitters and any of the other actions amidst the chaos. Your skitter is free and clear, hiding out in the fields with a bunch of refugees hanging off of it. The evacuation attempts at this point, there are still people pouring out of the buildings here. At this, it's not a massive amount, but it is numbering on probably about like 60 people have came out of the building currently, and they're still continuing to file out. The sounds of gunshots have ceased. It is just the crackling and roaring of flame, and I guess there is a little bit of gunfire going on over here. But aside from that, anything you want to happen with the skitter that you're people control? Okay, cool.
Keep going if it wants to until it gets to a safe distance.
Okay, excellent. That brings us to the scorpions. So these people can move 70 feet closer. So next round, they can get to the helm and start attuning. So they'll have to 2 rounds from now. So 1 round to get there, start attuning. The next round would be, hey, we're in full swing. That would be this scorpion. What is this scorpion doing here?
Turning, going up higher, and just like going bird in the sky over those guys then.
Okay, over these or over here?
No, it's not going to draw any more attention. So it'll go 2, 3 again, up more.
Okay, perfect. So you're basically raising up in the air, getting out of line of sight as possible, and keeping an eye on these skitters and where they're running off to.
Yep.
Excellent. Back to the top of the round. This continues to spread the fire throughout that building, rapidly burning down. We'd kind of talked about it on break. This building is starting to get the blaze encroaching upon it. At the start of this round, I will say there's a little bit of fire that is beginning to happen on like the roof line of this building.
Okay.
So as opposed to burning from the bottom up, this one is starting at the top. Ending the top of the round initiatives is over to the wasps.
So like this one it's landing about out here.
Yeah. Okay.
And it is all right. Off. I'm getting the harvesters off.
There is
just a small amount.
Yeah. Okay. I would say I think there was only probably like 10
Yeah, on this one
ish
it
of the
wasn't much.
harvesters that are able to hop on. In kind of a bit of confusion, they usher themselves off. This one is being piloted by Arifa.
Yeah, Wasp 2 is.
Okay, yeah. So she would get upon the comms or whatever and start yelling at them. Everybody off! We need you all off the ship right now.
You're safe. Yeah, something just like.
Okay.
Yep.
We've got a safe distance. I don't know why she's Irish all of a sudden. We've got a safe distance. We need you guys off the ship. Start gathering all your forces.
Yep, perfect.
Okay, excellent. I'm so glad I went through that trouble.
Yeah, me too. I appreciated it.
Thank you. That would be that Wasp ship. I'm guessing this one is just keeping an eye on. Okay, so you got Zage above you. The runners over here, they're going to slowly start ticking away at what it's going to take to get onto this ship. They have 60 feet of movement. So this round, the people get on board and they start heading towards the back of the ship itself. So if it was 150 minus 10, I believe, is that correct?
For what?
The ship itself, because it was...
Yeah, 150 across, 30 times 5, 150.
Okay. And then there's an extra 20 feet of planks between, essentially. Correct. So 170 total. They would be able to hop on after the first cart and start going through. So that would bring them minus...
Hopping on the first cart would give them, if you're including the first break in the cart, would be 140 from that break.
Yes.
Between cart 5 and 4, if you will.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So they'll have 140 regular 30 feet of movement. So they get down to 80 feet towards the other end as one of them is starting to prepare themselves. With this Scorpion ship peeling off and the threat kind of going away, most of these people do start also to file onto that skidder as well.
Okay. Not
really a point for me to put minis on there anymore, but for all intents and purposes, we'll know that that guy is trying to take over that skidder there. That would be the runners. Now we go to you, Karson. You are in the front. Go ahead and make another strength check with advantage.
7 on both of them. 11.
7 on both. Okay. You want to mark me down for a natural 1?
Yep, still 2.
Okay, excellent. And then since he is unable to break free of any grapple, although I do realize I just broke the grapple rules for 2024, which is... it's fine for now. On the Constitution. Both of them at the same time. Constitution check to hold on to consciousness. He actually does have a success on that one. So 1 failure, 1 success. 1 for 1 at the current moment. That brings us to Pizor, if there's anything that he wants to do. He's going to help you with the grapple at the same time. So he kind of rushes over and just starts to kind of like hold his flailing arms down to make sure that he cannot escape.
Okay.
Incredibly morbid, honestly.
Not necessarily. I mean, we're just trying to put him to sleep. So to a certain extent, it's kind of, I mean...
the gentle nap.
I could have taken a warhammer and then just bopped him on top of the head.
You could have. That probably would have been quicker in the long run, but...
well, I was going to say that, this kind of... yeah.
But...
okay.
Anyways, off to the skidders themselves. These guys finished their movement getting off of the map here. These ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. Excellent. Your skidder itself would start to slow down a little bit.
Okay.
Just because his attention is not 100% on moving the skidder at the current moment. Ending his turn, over to Seamus himself. And then on to your skitter, which we're basically just going to knock out of initiative. There's not really a need for me to keep touching on that one.
Okay.
The scorpions, this one we do get into position for everybody that needs to. The scorpions clung to the back, so the two jammers are able to sit in their half jamming helms and attune.
They grab their ponytail and then they bring it through
You nailed
the
it.
fibrous link, and then
You are absolutely right. That would end their turn there. The scorpion ship, anything just kind of tailing after these guys here?
Yeah, just increasing height and going up more. No reason not to get a safe distance above. So
No, you're absolutely right.
Following in 2 at this moment. In fact, it might start to kind of like turning back this way a little bit, looking for the other scorpion, knowing that it left it over here. So it's probably kind of like making a big broad turn. Once it can kind of see this over here, it's probably I'm gonna say it's gonna aim for over here.
Okay.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
Everything's
absolutely.
safe.
Cool. Okay.
So
I'm gonna move it 2 squares that way.
That's fine. It's starting to climb pretty high up in the air at this point.
Yeah.
So it's fine if it just kind of climbs.
I think technically it has to go back 1 square.
That's fine.
But ending the scorpions and what they're doing.
Which I guess this is. Was I in that? I think it was in that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just about landing. I guess it was only 10 or 15 feet off. So it's decreased in height. It's about to land as well and start dropping off. So
cool. Okay. The building across the way is almost entirely engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
This one is all intents and purposes gone. I'm gonna do basically a quarter and a quarter each time for this side there, as that is progressively getting worse and going to continue to become an issue.
Okay.
That brings us to the wasps. Obviously, you have Zage tailing you. Arifa just kicked off everybody from that ship.
Yeah, still.
After this initiative is when I'll say they can get off entirely.
Okay.
To the runners, this would bring it down to 20 feet, so they have 2 more rounds of being immobile before they can start moving. But they do finish abandoning the 2 runners, and everybody's fully loaded up on the skitters. They're just waiting for takeoff at the end of the day, which comes back to you. Considering both you and Paizo are holding them down, logistically speaking, the grapple is going to succeed. Like 2 versus 1 that's already incapacitated at the current moment. So I will roll the concentration checks, or constitution. Is that what I said earlier?
Yeah.
That is a 13. So that is going to be another failure for this guy here. So 2 failures, 1 success. Oh, what am I doing? And bringing us to the skitters on the other crew. So these guys completely get off the map and are rocking and rolling out and away through the burning fields. Seamus himself still doing shameful Seamus things. And the scorpions. So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, continuing over that way, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What is this scorpion doing? Is there attuned to this skitter? Okay, so immediately it just starts heading off backwards. Okay, perfect.
It'd probably like turn away. It'd probably go like this, actually, to keep eye of sight kind of blocked a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Back to the top of the round. We can really fast track this at this point.
Yep, fair enough.
There's no need to bog it down. This is going to continue to spread the fire. If there's nothing to stop it at this point, it'll slowly continue to eat it away. The harvesters wouldn't really have much of an impact in being able to stop this. It's burning their roof. It's not like they have an abundant source of water out here. There are irrigation channels that run through the fields themselves, but with the state that they're currently in and getting absolutely hammered, the fact that you guys intervened is the only reason there's any of them left at this point. But that also means they're in a very rough shape. And so this building, for all intents and purposes, will eventually go. Roll a D100 for me, and this is just going to determine what Seamus gets up to for the rest of the time.
63.
Okay. Seamus eventually winds his way. He'd basically stay in this building for as long as he possibly can.
Okay. Which he wouldn't know it's on fire.
No, he would.
Unless he's climbing up to the top floor.
Exactly. It would take a very long time for him to actually figure this portion out. And by then, it's pretty much like he's like, oh, I'm surrounded by smoke. I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
By that point, if we fast track what's going on with the wasps and the scorpions, once they drop off the harvesters and kind of set up that rendezvous for everything, what are your jammers doing?
They're probably just creating space and getting up and then looking for direction.
Okay. The direction everybody would look to Zage for that point. Zage has been tailing you guys on the skitter. After you knock out the first guy, I'm going to roll one more Constitution saving throw. Okay, cool. So that one's a failure as well. So
Okay, so he's out.
this round is whenever this guy would go out. When that does happen, obviously you
Skitter
need the
drops.
two of them. Exactly. So this skitter crashes into the ground, kind of sending a huge lurch throughout the entire ship. You guys would take just a little bit of bludgeoning damage from the rough jarring. But the skitter crashes. The other skitters continue on past them. They don't slow down for it. After you take out this guy, I'm assuming you go take out the other guys.
No.
Really?
So wait, the other skitters don't stop at all?
No, because there was really only there was one.
Because we were the one kind of in the lead.
Yes, yeah. So you're kind of in the lead, but at that point, as it crashes down, the others kind of overtake it. Depending on what your next moves are, if it's down for a while, they might circle back. If it's down for a very short period of time, if we were going to rough guesstimate there, it took 3 rounds to fully take out those 2 individuals. That poor sap ends up teleporting right back here at some point.
Right.
But you guys, it took about 3 rounds-ish to take out that front portion.
With surprise.
Yeah, and minus all the movement that you did take. So to get back to the back, it'd probably take about a minute of very fast-paced action. You drop the people in the front cart. You travel all the way back to the back cart. They would notice something's up as soon as the other one comes down, and it doesn't come back online. So the one that's sleeping, you do find out there's 2 back in that back cart as well. Nobody else is aboard the skitter in any of the other carts. As you rush through all of them,
So we're not going then?
You're not going back.
No, we're not going to the other side. I don't want to do that. I want, once we put him to sleep,
Yeah.
I tell Pizor, let's go, and we go out to that first thing. The wings go back out because I still have 4 rounds, and we fly up.
Oh, okay, cool. So you just
We
leave
leave
this
it.
abandoned here. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys leave the skitter in its dust, it does create a huge dust kick up just from the fact that it crashes. You see the other ones continuing on. After a little bit, they do slow, but then these 2 stand back up with the fact that there's 2 available. It can come back under control from the people in the back. Eventually, it takes a little bit of time, but it's up and running. It joins the others, and then they all hightail it out of there. This one over here does the same thing. Eventually, it has its wherewithal, all the people that are there. Before they leave, they crash these 2 runners.
Really?
And they take out this skitter here. So unless you intervene...
Absolutely.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Well, because it would take a lot of effort, right?
It would, yeah. It's
Like
a slow
a lot
process.
of effort.
Yeah. Considering this one is dormant, this one's active, it can do a lot of damage just from structural damage, but I would say it's probably a good 6 rounds of them just...
I guess I don't have anybody close.
No.
So never mind. No way. There's no way.
Okay.
'Cause they
Taking out the runners would be next to nothing. It's literally just kung, 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 kung,
Yeah.
as you're maneuvering the skitter
Don't
around
they
it.
blow up then?
Oh, you're totally right. Yeah, it was 5d10
10 per. So 10
yeah.
d10 dice.
Yeah. Would you roll me 5d10 and I'll roll 5d10? Oh my gosh, I rolled 3 9s, a 10, and a 6.
25. So I'm right in the middle.
25, okay. What's 25 plus 43?
68.
68.
Yeah, even if that just took a turn, there's just no way I'd have anybody close to it enough to. And I don't want to risk the scorpion or anything, so there's just no way.
Okay.
It's so far away from everybody at the moment. It's unfortunate.
Right. Yeah.
Excuse me.
The good news is you guys do make off with another skitter.
True.
It is laden down with not an absolute ton of weapons like you had previously found. Most of them had been put into hands, but
Yeah.
you do
Still.
get a fully functioning skitter that does have a good amount of damage taken to it, but it's still functional, with probably about 2 dozen supplies of weapons and all sorts of ammo.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
great.
definitely more than you guys had previously, and it's a huge bonus to the resistance that you guys are shaping here. What do you want that skitter to do at the end of the day? This one hightails it after the other ones, after this one gets demolished. It does take a little while, but it gets out of there at some point.
I don't know. I guess we're just trying to rendezvous.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Which would be led by you, because after you leave the other skitter, it crashes to the ground. You fly up and out. You're somewhere in this vicinity off the map, just a hair. So you would see. I guess Zage could honestly pick you guys up. He's been watching out.
Yeah,
for you.
that's what I was going to say. I'm flying up towards Age
Okay.
to get on the wasp to land on it. Because I have 4 rounds flying speed, so I can go 70 feet. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't be terrible to catch up to Zage if he was 200 feet in the air, because I'm sure he could see me coming at least somewhat after a few rounds. So I guess once we got high enough, if I could see this ship, ultimately we're just trying to start communication. So whether Pizor starts sending spells and starts burning spell slots, trying to communicate to each person, I would say I would try to give a direction of heading landing east of all the burning to try to rendezvous back. That's the best I could think of. I mean, yeah, we just got to get communication, try to get everybody up. Which I would assume, like, once that started dropped off, and at this point, if he was landing, we've done a couple rounds theoretically through talking. He was just about ready to land to start dropping off, so he's probably, after 2 rounds or 3 rounds, he's got unloaded. So they're both going back up in air, and then so I guess they'd meet him in the air, and then if
Meet who?
this one.
Oh, okay.
And then as we're now circling back and zipping along. Yeah, he would try to communicate with probably one of them, and then if one of them is leading, the rest of them would probably follow.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody knows the Wasp ships are where the command central is essentially at, like one for everybody that knew you were on one of those 2.
Yeah.
But aside from that, Zage, Pizor, Arifa, all there as well. So the powers that be that they answer to were there, so they would know to follow them.
Yeah.
You can reconvene at any point over there. I would say, and you would know, that if you guys hover too long, too close to the harvesters, some of them start making them their way that way. How could they not? They're coming after these gigantic flying ships that just saved their lives. So I don't know how long you guys would want to hang out there.
Less than a minute.
Less than a minute.
Yeah,
Okay.
which means if these guys are way over here, you're talking... 20 times 15 already is 600 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, we're over 600 feet.
Yeah.
Yes, you can get 600 feet in a minute. That's not actually a very impossible, or a very hard thing to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just trying to hey, we need just circle back towards the south from this direction, and then let's get back home, make sure nobody's tailing us.
Yeah,
That's it.
for sure. With enough coordination, you guys can avoid the harvesters catching up with you guys. Between either you or Pizor, one of you would notice that before you guys start taking off, you see a lone figure standing in front of the burning buildings with a torch, and he's waving it back and forth, trying to grab your attention. You would notice it's Seamus.
I'd yell to Zage. Looks like Seamus got left behind. He's out front. Swing down to grab him.
On my way. And so before you guys depart, you swing down and pick up Seamus.
As I help Seamus on. Where have you been?
I've been around. You notice he's covered in blood. Covered in blood and soot. Where have you been?
Why are you covered in so much blood?
I was down there fighting.
Fighting who?
Whoever I could find.
What do you mean?
Harvesters, dust devils, it didn't matter. If I came across them, I'd take them down.
We weren't here to hurt the harvesters, Seamus.
What else were we here for?
To save them.
I'm here to capitalize on their idiocracy of them getting caught by surprise. If I have any chance to take anything away from them, I was going to do it. I saw my opportunity and I did it. And I'm proud of my decisions.
You don't get to make that call, Seamus.
It's too late for that, isn't it?
I release his hand. Then maybe you can find your way back.
Fine.
Zage, let's go. Seamus is staying.
Okay.
You've made your bed, Seamus. You're past the loose cannon.
I don't need you anyways, he calls after you. And with that, I finish my cup of coffee, and we finish episode 60.
Gosh, that'd be a cold cup of coffee.
It was a very cold cup of coffee, but there's no such thing as bad coffee. There is such a thing.
Betrayed by Seamus. The one boy who chose to betray me. Golly, okay. That's episode 60. We got through the grueling fight.
We did it.
Yeah.
I was worried we wouldn't make it all the way through, but here we are at the end.
On the flip side.
Catching each other on the flippity flop. Oh, I'll take the concentration ring. But thank you guys so much for joining us here, staying tuned, and preemptively, thank you for getting in the comments, hitting that subscribe button, smashing the like button, as they say on YouTube, and then checking out the descriptions. Go to all the socials down there, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, here on YouTube, or if you're here on Spotify listening, go check us out on YouTube, whichever way. And then finally, we do have a Patreon link down below. Check it out if you love us. If you do, thank you guys so much. We love all the support.
Thank you for tuning in to episode number 60. We are Commander's Log, and we'll see you next Wednesday.
See you.
See ya.